operational update from last night and this morning. We are now in the consequence management phase. What that means is we have the residential area as well as the commercial structures here is contained. We have an operational plan set up to where we have 3 units that will be managing this debris field and the debris pile for the foreseeable future. We have not had any other than one small rekindle. We had a flare-up in one of our houses last night, but the crews that were out driving the area took care of it and got it handled very quickly. So our number, as far as houses that are affected, have gone from 17 to 22. That number can increase. As far as an update, the firefighters that were treated, one of which was transported, they have been released. They are doing well. We had a lot of tired special people that went home this morning that did some amazing things, and we have a new crew that is in. And during this operational period, once we've had the daylight, we have the arson investigation task force hit the ground here at 8:30, including the ATF that is meeting with the affected residents. Their meeting place right now is the Lutheran Church at 117th Street, where they are basically instructed how to get the process going. How are they going to get back into their homes, get the insurance initiated, starting the process. Some have insurance, some do not. Those are going to be taken care of either Blocking Company and Red Cross for the short-term needs before a long-term plan is established as where do they go and where do they be placed into housing. So our intention here is we're going to continue to work through the building that you see behind us, the exposure. Once we get engineering involved and seeing how we take care of that building, whether we bring that building down or how that is done, but we're getting to a point where we will transfer that out. The investigations are going on, and the police have a perimeter for the residential area. That is an active crime scene. Those that live in the area and have reason to be in that area are allowed to be in that area. The folks that are involved or their homes have been damaged, we are working with them on a case-by-case basis to make sure that we can get them in there, get their essentials, checkbooks, car keys, wallets, those types of things, get that secured, and then make sure, again, their insurance companies are starting the ball rolling of getting that thing, getting those replaced. Some of those will take months. So we are working with those citizens. I'm sure that there are some, that is tough news to hear, but some of them will be displaced for months as we experience with a typical house fire. So, anything else I'm missing?
City webpage.
Yeah.
Is another resource.
So after the conclusion of this, we will be sending out a press release that will have all the items in regards to any citizens impacted, support that's going on. We have significant support with Christ Lutheran Church on 117th Street, which has opened their doors to take care of folks and help facilitate us getting them to the experts to get them fixed. Be happy to answer any questions.
Right. Well, and we're working this in conjunction with several other agencies, Overland Park mainly, the Kansas State Fire Marshal's office as well. And the community of fire investigators that have come together for this scene is similar to the community of firefighters that came last night. It's something that I've, in my time, have not seen. The term crime scene, again, is exactly what the chief alluded to. That is basically, in our vernacular, that means that we've secured an area for a couple of reasons. One, we don't want anybody to get hurt here. It's not a place that's safe to walk around. Two, our investigators need to be able to do their job. Both the local, state, and federal investigators need to be able to move through the area without any problems. And three, we've got houses that are not able to be occupied. And so having a perimeter there allows the police presence in that area to make sure that those people's residences are protected. You alluded to earlier scenes where the fire appears to begin in an area that is inhabited. In other words, construction workers were in the area, there were residents in the area, there were vendors in the area. All of that helps in moving a fire investigation along because it gives us people to talk to that were actually there in the early minutes of that fire. And so particularly in this scene, I think it will cut the time that it takes to determine the origin and cause.